Good morning and aloha. My name is Pete Tingstrom, and I'm the campaign manager for Lynn Mariano for governor. I am honored to fill this role for a man who has prepared for 45 years for his calling to serve this state of Hawaii. After careful review of the slate of those running for office by both parties, I decided to accept this position because Lynn is the best candidate out there, and I know Lynn can win. He is a gifted leader with a positive vision for the future. He is trustworthy, dedicated, and very hardworking. And perhaps most importantly, he's a bipartisan Republican and a uniter who will bring Republicans, Democrats, and independents together to solve problems important to all Hawaiians. The sad fact is Hawaii is dead last or near dead last in the country for almost every category of government. Our current governor has the lowest approval rating of all 50 states. Do you really want more of that? We have assembled an amazing team of qualified volunteers to look at our economy, education, homelessness, and infrastructure. I cringe every time I hit a pothole in these streets, figuring I'll bend my rim, get a flat, not to mention the jarring of my body, and I lost count of over 80 on the way here today. After 60 plus years of the same thing, a pandemic that was grossly mismanaged, ever-increasing costs for housing, food, and fuel, and the inflation going out of the roof, Hawaiians deserve something new. So let's lower the cost of living. Let's improve our schools. Let's make our communities safe, boost our economy, and lift up Hawaiians with a state government that works for you. We can make Hawaii an affordable place to live with this man, Lynn Mariano.
Thank you, Pete, for that kind introduction. Aloha, and thank you for taking time from your busy schedule to attend my first press conference. My name is Lynn Mariano, a Republican running for governor. I'm often asked, why am I running for governor? My answer is, I want to lead to make Hawaii affordable. After watching over 60 plus years of governing under a one-party system, it's time for a two-party system and a change of the paradigm on how we govern and operate. The cost of living is too high. First and foremost, I want to make Hawaii affordable, and we can do this by changing our tax structure to help families keep more of their hard-earned money, reduce and eliminate the GE tax, lower corporate taxes, and spur growth and investment to attract new businesses. I want to focus on curbing Hawaii's wasteful spending, investing in teachers and in the public school systems, stop the brain drain by investing in more doctors, nurses, law enforcement, first responders, so we can retain and attract the best and the brightest to practice their professions not only on Oahu, but on our neighbor islands. Building more affordable housing that locals can afford. I want to stop the political talk of taking care of our kupunas only during the election time, and really make a difference by utilizing their knowledge, skills, and abilities to mentor, train, and coach our keikis to success, because they are our future. I want to fix the homeless problem. We need to stop sweeping the homeless from one neighborhood to another. It's like a game of whack-a-mole. You whack the mole here, he pops up there. You whack the mole there, he pops up a different place. No one in Hawaii should be living in their parked cars, on the streets, or in the parks. I know and have compassion that it will take a lot of tough love to resolve this public problem, and working with our legal system, working with our law enforcement, healthcare professionals, and social system to identify the root cause of each individual's issues, and assist them with resolving their drug addiction, mental health concerns, and offer financial assistance where feasible. We need to stop continuing to enable the homeless by giving handouts and not enforcing our state and local laws. Where feasible, provide adequate jobs, job skill training, and resources that will assist them with integrating them back into our Aloha society. I want to conduct comprehensive review and invest in our Hawaii's lagging infrastructure, like the aging bridges, outdated IT or information technology, the sewers, flood zones, potholes, broken sidewalks. There's many more, a plethora of things that we can work together as a team to solve it. I will work with all the local and national unions, county mayors, elected state and local officials, where we are willing to work towards a common goal of improving the affordability for Hawaii. I am not a professional politician. What I bring is over 43 years of strong leadership skills and experience as a successful retired U.S. Army officer with combat experience, retired federal civil service, emergency manager, crisis action planner, an integrator, and a full small business owner as a financial planner. I bring lots of experience with handling the unusual, the complex, and the short fuse fluid actions with evident ease and confidence. I always apply common sense to everything I task with, and the ability to work with any diverse groups of individuals or organizations to find a win-win solution. I have learned early on in my career that there are no problems, only challenges. What I mean by that is, if I tell someone that we have a problem, they'll work inside a box to try to solve that problem. But if I tell them I have a challenge, they will work inside and outside the box to come up with many different types of alternatives so we can make an informed decision to solve the crisis or the problem at hand. I am not afraid to take the responsibility for all my actions, and I will drive on with accomplishing any assigned mission or task, and also to govern this great state. I am able to successfully coordinate large volumes of information flow while simultaneously providing detailed attention to each task. Now a little about my background and experience. I was born and raised here in Hawaii. I'm a proud local boy from Kalihipalama. It's funny, everywhere I was stationed, when I meet a so-called local, they always ask, "Hey, so where you from? Where you went?" I always replied proudly, "I'm from Farrington, class of 74. Hey, brah, I also went to Puhale Elementary. I went to Liki Elementary, Kalakaua Intermediate, Farrington High School, University of Hawaii, and also Chaminade University. I come from a large family of 10 with 5 brothers and 3 sisters. I always like to say it's 2 bowling teams with 2 substitutes. My dad served in the U.S. Army in World War II. He worked construction as a welder. He's not only worked hard for our family, but he was our family cook. He taught us the value of always to do your best and be proud of what you do. Keep working hard until the job you do is always done at your best. And when it's time to work, work hard. And when it's time to party, party hard. My dad was a great party man. My mother died of cervical cancer before I turned 1 year old, so I never really knew her. My dad remarried my stepmom, who would always say, I'm proud to be a full-blooded Hawaiian. She worked several jobs at the dough cannery and at the bowling alley, and it was great because I learned how to shadow bowl. That means bowling without pins, using just the dots and the arrows, to get accuracy. While she was closing up, Mom always told me that her best job in her life was raising us kids and putting up with our dad. She was an excellent hula dancer. She loved researching our family genealogy and was a beautiful singer and loved the old-style Hawaiian music and, of course, her favorites, Johnny Mathis, Tom Jones, and Engelbert Humperdinck. My mom was a proud Hawaiian. Wherever she would go, she had a chance. She would encourage all Hawaiians she met to sign up for the Hawaiian Registry, to become on the list, to be on a Hawaiian homestead waiting list, a list that was too long, and my mom never realized to get her wish. She passed away about 2 years ago. All my brothers served in the military, the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. Like my mom, all my sisters kept all of us boys in line. I'm happily married to my wife, Jade, for over 42 years. Now back to why we're here this morning. I did not just wake up one morning and says, oh, gee, I think I'm going to run for governor. I've been planning this run for governor since 1977, about 45 years. I've studied economies, infrastructures, including critical infrastructures, how they're funded and what it's like and what's their return on investments. I can do this for Hawaii. Back in the day, I served with Mayor Frank Fossey, on the first neighborhood board, the Kalihi-Palama neighborhood board back in 1974. I was only 18 years old and a board member and later its chairman. I was appointed by Governor George Oriyoshi in April 1977 to serve on the West Honolulu Sub-Area Health Planning Council. I was almost 21. I served on the Palama Settlement Budget Committee in 1977. Simultaneously served at Chaminade University Student Body Treasurer. I was honored to be named the Outstanding Student of the Year back in 1978. I was a distinguished military graduate and commissioned in the United States Army at the University of Hawaii, Manoa, and I was put on active reserve duty. I tried to get out of active reserve duty to join the Hawaii National Guard so I could pursue my political ambition. I was advised by several of my political mentors, like Mayor Frank Fossey, Senator Spark Matsunaga, who we called Sparky, Senator Daniel Inouye, Uncle Dan, that I should stay in the Army Reserve and never get stationed in Hawaii. You can always come home anytime. Travel the world, they say, where the Army sends you, learn about the people, the culture, and the economic system, and when it's your time, return back home to Hawaii and bring all your knowledge, skills, and experience. This was good, sound advice that I took and I always cared and treasured. My wife Jade and I lived on the mainland, and I also lived abroad in Germany, Korea, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and I also served on several other missions. We retired about 2015, returned back to Hawaii because this is our home. Each place that we live, we always brought the aloha spirit with us. I found that whenever you mentioned you were from Hawaii, it brought smiles and fond memories in people that we met and always opened many closed doors. On the mainland, I served on numerous nonprofit committees and organizations to raise funds for the less fortunate and other charitable organizations and causes. Besides working full-time consulting, I dedicate my off hours helping other locals in the community. Jade and I attend Kaka'ako Christian Fellowship Church and also the Salt and Light Church. I play traditional Hawaiian music with Barry Choi, the group we call Holly Ho, or Home Again. I'm a former second vice chair of the Ala Moana Kaka'ako Neighborhood Board, number 11 for District 2. I'm the current post commander for Veterans of Foreign War, Post 8616, the All-American Post for 2020 to 2021. Currently, I'm the Vice President of the Master Sergeant Earl Kalani Special Forces Association's Chapter 8. I'm an honorary life member of the Special Forces Association. I'm the regional representative for the Japanese American Veterans Association. I'm currently the Vice President of the Moana Pacific AOAO. Until COVID-19, I volunteered and teach kupunas, ukulele at the Makuali'i Senior Center, and volunteered my services with Jason Young on RUSH, which is the Rehab Ukulele Social Hours. We would go to Kuakini Rehab Center, teach patients one-chord ukulele songs to assist them with their rehabilitation. For those of you who have worked with me and know that I can be serious when necessary, and I also love to play music and have fun. I have a high energy and not afraid of hard work, have excellent organizational skills, and not afraid to stand up for what is right. I can promise you this, that I will do my best to dedicate myself to work hard and to resolve the challenges we all face to make Hawaii affordable. It's time to stop the political talk and time to take action. Let me end with a famous quote from President Ronald Reagan. He says, "You and I have the ability and the dignity and the right to make our own decisions and determine our own destiny." I would like to add just a little segment of that, and I say it on to you. I want to do this by having you do your part and be part of the process by registering to vote. We can change Hawaii's destiny to make Hawaii affordable again. To learn more about me and also my stances, please visit my website at www.lynnmariano4governor.com. Again, it's www.lynnmariano4governor.com. Mahalo nui loa and aloha.